Hello, fellow creatives. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So, you folks liked my first Ragnarok Desert base locations vid so well that I decided to do another with 5 more base locations for you to check out. But as cool as this is, it's small potatoes compared to what I found, which is over there somewhere. I found one of those amazing base locations where an entire tribe can set up, and it's got pretty much everything. Well, almost everything, but I'll show you that at the end, so go ahead, stay tuned. Really quickly, as I try to land here, in addition to doing these videos, I release fun, creative building vids every Sunday. So if you're looking for some inspiration for what to build in these locations, then go ahead, click that bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified. And now we can get started. All right, so avoid the clipping wyvern there. This is the first location. It is about at 83 degrees latitude or 82 degrees latitude and 60 degrees longitude. And this thing has a tree platform that you can attach right to this rock spire in the middle of this kind of cave-like pool. So it'll fit a marina with a mosasaur. There is a ton of metal over there on the other side of that mountain. And there's a wood closer with some alcove trees like over there and over there. So, of course, plumbing is obviously very easy. And you can set up on the tree platform and then extend downwards to create a kind of a docking base for like mosasaur or some rafts. And then you can extend upward here and gate off this entire area for some dinos. You can keep your dino pen up here and maybe your main stuff. It really just kind of depends on how you want to set up. But it's a really cool location, and I thought it would be perfect to show off for this location, for this first part in the video. All right, let's move on to location number 2. All right, so this is location number 2, this waterfall area. It's got a rock spire that you can attach a pillar to, and it does have some wolves and things, so be sure to gate it off so that you don't have any issues there. But this is a good place maybe to put some of your dinos. You can, of course, build a location here. Let's look at the thing here. So this is at 82.5 latitude and 54 degrees longitude. So just across the bay from the other location that I showed you. This has ready to access to water down there. So you can do plumbing. You can also build a marina. If we take a look over here, there's a shallow area that has easy access. Sharks and I think even a mosasaur might even be able to fit in the deeper part there. So you can definitely set up a water base here. But this is kind of the area I'm interested in. So there's metal and crystal over yonder. And if we land right here, this is picturesque. This part right here, you can build like a Tony Stark-like base that goes right up to this cliff and right up to the waterfall. You can have like a kind of observation deck type of area. It's a really kind of a cool sort of thing. And there's a fresh water supply down there. So right there you can have some water. So you don't even have to go all the way to the ocean, which is really nice. Wood is a little tough to get here unless you want to farm all these like palm trees and stuff. But personally, I think that makes it kind of pretty. So if I were going to go get wood, I'd probably want to go to the other side over there to like some of those tree groves, or just kind of look around here and find some other trees and stuff and take a chainsaw to them. All right, so that's the second location. Let's go to location number 3. So location number 3 is another fun one. We've got these areas here. This kind of plateau is what I'm looking at. You can do maybe sort of a gated sort of drawbridge entrance, like right here. You can attach one right here, or you can do a double and have a bridge going over to this little island and having another bridge going over to there. And you can set up maybe your main builds here, workshop, and maybe a living area if you want. This is at 77.7 latitude, 53 degrees longitude. So it's a very nice little area here that you can gate off. And there's ready access. You can get up here into the canyon area, of course, with the drawbridge. But down here, this could be maybe your dino pen. And it looks like it comes with a water attachment and a little bit of metal here. So that'll probably go away once you mine it. But you can easily get dinos out starting right about here. And then just kind of build kind of terraced up, starting with your dino pen and then your living and working areas up here. It's a pretty cool kind of area. So metal, of course, is nearby in the canyons. There is wood near the trees. And water is going to be a little more challenging. You'll probably want to use reservoirs because it does rain here in the Ragnarok Desert. It's not like scorched earth, but there's no easy water source to pipe water in from at this location. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to location number 4. So location number 4 is this rock spire right here. It is at about 86 latitude, 49 degrees longitude. And the reason I'm picking this one is because of its access to the ocean. It's right nearby. You can build an elevated base. I would suggest a lighthouse, to be honest. That's kind of why I picked it. Because, I mean, there's lots of little places around the coast here on the southern coast where you can set up a lighthouse. But this one is uniquely in the Ragnarok Desert area. And you've got a couple different terraces down here from which to build. So if we land right here, the only predators you'd really have to pay attention to are probably some wolves and cougars. It's kind of an easy-ish sort of area for a desert, so it's pretty good for that. Running plumbing up to the tower, it's not as bad as some of the locations I showed you. It might be a little tedious, but it's not terrible. And of course, there's metal nearby in the canyon just over that ridge. And wood, of course, is dotted all around. So it's a great all-around location if you're looking to build a PvE tower of some sort, maybe even a lighthouse. So I would totally go for that. It's kind of a great, neat little area for sure. Okay, now let's go to that one location that I showed you or talked to you about at the beginning of the video, that tribe-based location. Okay, so here it is, the massive tribe-based location. So this is basically the entire mountaintop of, well, look around so you can kind of see where it is. It is just ginormous. I mean, multiple tribes could even set up here if they wanted to, although I suspect that would be a pretty laggy kind of thing. All right, so let's take a look around here. It's at about 70 degrees latitude or 68 or whatever, and 56 degrees longitude. And this area right here comes equipped with 2 little water well areas that'll feed the whole mountaintop. You will have to run some piping around if you want to build elsewhere with water. If we go over here, there's a nice flat area for a guard tower and a path down to the western portion of the Ragnarok map. It just goes down here. And then if we come all the way over here, let's go ahead and take a look. There's some wooded grove areas right here, so you can get some wood. You might want to leave that. It really just depends on how you want to develop the area. Big central flat area for maybe a dino pen or a main base or whatever you want. And then over here, there are lots of little oil spaces. So you pretty much have access to just about everything you need, except maybe metal. So that would be a little tough to come by here. You definitely have to go look around in the desert area for that. Here is a nice little path down to what will eventually be the northern desert expansion area, I suspect. And then this area is really cool. So if you're kind of doing some PvE-based stuff, let's go ahead and take a look at it here. You can maybe do some Minas Tirith, like terracing, structure building and stuff like that, like multiple gates just to get up here. I think that would be kind of a really cool sort of thing that you could do. And then, of course, if we go back to the south side, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so over here, there's this kind of sunken area, and I showed you where you could attach your water veins to. Kind of a building idea I had for this was maybe something a little more low profile and a little more covert that hides behind here just fine. Or you can go the opposite way, build a massive fortress that kind of sticks out over the end here and just kind of sticks out. And you can have some, like, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you can have some moon door action or something, you know, drop people down to the cliff to their death, that kind of thing, if you're sort of into that sort of thing. Otherwise, this could make a good wyvern launch point. So you could launch your wyverns out here, and they can go and terrorize the desert and raid other camps. So it's kind of a great all-purpose base that you can go ahead and set up a whole community up here, really, if you want. All right, well, if you enjoyed this vid, you are in luck because it's part of a whole channel full of ARK building videos. I didn't used to think I was very creative until I tried, so I'm making these videos to help you to be creative too. So subscribe, click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button, and then become a little more creative by clicking on one of the 2 videos on your screen. And I will see you next time, and in the meantime, go make something awesome. Bye.